Communication is a process of transmitting information from one person to another person or a group of people. It's a mechanism through which human relations exist and develop. Unfiltered communication can come in two ways. It can either be verbal or non-verbal. There's something called perception also in communication due to cultural differences, social differences, positions and the likes. A husband and a wife, and the wife has just finished cooking. I'm giving an instance. Just finished cooking, and to the husband, the food does not taste nice. How do you think the husband should react? Now, you should think about the woman's effort and everything. Not that you just come out and say your food is bad, doesn't taste nice. You don't even know how to cook.
Yeah, that's it sounds a little over the roof, right?
That's unfiltered.
Yeah, that's unfiltered. You're just saying it the way it is.
You just said it the way it is, not thinking of how.
You might actually be right, but he just did not put it in the right words.
He is right.
Yeah.
You understand? Apparently the food does not taste nice. You understand? But there is a way you can actually put it that the woman will get the message and will work on it, rather than just saying, I want to be blunt. I want you to know that your food does not taste nice at all. You don't even know how to cook. Now it will now look as if you have never even cooked a better food in your life. There's a misconception of being blunt and being irrational. Some people sound very irrational and they will tell you that they are blunt.
Good day, everyone. My name is Peck, and welcome to the Green Zone Podcast Show. Now, this is another episode where we're going to be diving deep into an amazing topic, right? And we have an amazing guest with us for an amazing topic. So she's going to be introducing herself and telling us what she does. So, Ma, tell us what you do, introduce yourself to our audience, and let's get started.
Okay, my name is Iwalola Tolu Anyodibu. I'm a communication expert. I am the founder of Glitzera Communication, which is we are into communication and advertisement. We advertise people's products and services, basically.
All right. Thank you so much once again for honoring our invitation. I mean, it's an honor to have you here.
The pleasure is mine.
All right. So we're going to be diving deep into a topic that is something related to your industry, right? Now, you said you're a communication expert, and then we have realized that nowadays we are having lots of unfiltered communication, unedited communication. People just say things the way they are. They say, I'm blunt, I'm this, I'm that. They don't sugarcoat words any longer. They just say things the way they feel that particular time, right? And unfiltered versus edited, right? What is your stance on this? Like, how exactly do you feel towards the rising unfiltered communication, unfiltered species that people use now in communicating with one another?
Okay, so first of all, we need to understand what communication entails, what it is all about. Communication is a process of transmitting information from one person to another person or a group of people. It's a mechanism through which human relations exist and develop. So we need to understand that the process of communication stands from a sender to the receiver. We have the message, which is the information. However, the feedback is very important. Now we are communicating. You've asked me a question and I've responded. Now my response is a feedback to your question. Now coming to an unfiltered communication, unfiltered communication can come in two ways. It can either be verbal or non-verbal. Do you understand? It can be verbal in the sense that I can say some things or say some things without thinking. Is an unthoughtful communication when it comes to speech. But in non-verbal, it comes with facial expressions, gesticulations, body language, and the likes. Sometimes some people can just give you some facial expressions that are baseless.
Yeah.
You understand? So, and I think it's really not too good, because sometimes we get the wrong message from an unfiltered communication of unfiltered words, so to say. Sometimes some people don't mean it the way they are because of perception. There's something called perception also in communication due to cultural differences, social differences, positions and the likes. However, in whatever we do, it's the best to carefully curate whatever you're saying, whatever information you're passing to the next person, because you need to understand the person's reaction towards whatever it is you are saying. It's very important. Communication, the basis of communication comes with emotions and mood.
Oh wow, I wasn't even expecting that. I mean, you took us over the roof, right? All right, so this trend of unfiltered communication, right? Do you see this as a positive shift or something we need to be cautious about?
Honestly, we need to be cautious about it. Like I said the other time, you need to take into consideration the other person's action or reaction towards whatever it is you're saying. Now, you say you're blunt, you say things the way they are,
yeah.
and you don't even want to, like I said, the basis of most communications are emotions, moods, and whatever we are saying, if it will affect the other person's mood, I think we should refrain from it. Yes, I think we should refrain, or we should have a better way to put it that the person will not feel bad.
I think that's where the place for constructive criticism comes in.
Exactly.
All right. So how do you think the rise of unfiltered communication, right, has affected proper understanding in the society at large?
There is a lot of misunderstanding, misconception. I said something the other time about perception. Now, in as much as I am not in support, I don't even like the level at which some people unfilter whatever they're saying. But I'll still say something about perception here, because we have cultural differences. There are some tribes that the way they greet, the way they speak is different from the way the other tribe speaks. And I don't think we should expect the same thing from the same tribe. You understand? So there's a level of acceptance there. So it's all about acceptance and understanding. But because there is nothing like that, we can't understand one another. You understand? We can't understand one another. So it has really, really affected the society a lot, such that, let me give an example. Husband and wife. Now, I've talked about cultural differences, mutual differences, or how will I put it now? Like couples now, a husband and a wife, and the wife has just finished cooking. I'm giving an instance. Just finished cooking, and to the husband, the food does not taste nice. How do you think the husband should react? Now, you should think about the woman's effort and everything. Not that you just come out and say your food is bad, doesn't taste nice, you don't even know how to cook.
Yeah, that's it sounds a little over the roof, right?
That's unfiltered.
Yeah, that's unfiltered. It's just saying it the way it is.
You just said it the way it is, not thinking how
you might actually be right, but he just did not put it in the right words.
He is right.
Yeah.
You understand? Apparently the food does not taste nice. You understand? But there is a way you can actually put it that the woman will get the message and will work on it, rather than just saying, I want to be blunt. I want you to know that your food does not taste nice at all. You don't even know how to cook. Now it will now look as if you have never even cooked a better food in your life. That's how some people behave. That's how some people sound. Now let's flip the card. The woman now on the other side. Let's assume the man just comes to tell you in a nice way, honey, you cook better than this, but next time you can, in a sweet way. The woman can actually take it as an offense and be like, what do you mean? Do you mean I've not been cooking well? So it now comes with understanding each other. The truth is, unfiltered communication has affected a whole lot of relationship in the society.
All right. So how do you think this unfiltered communication, right, has affected people in the business world or in the career world?
It has affected a lot of businesses, or let me say a lot of business owners, especially the ones that sees feedback, that takes feedback as something negative. They sound very defensive when it comes to that, and when they start relating with their customers or clients, they start the way they sound, the way they start speaking to them is really, really not nice For example, you sell things and your customer comes to meet you to buy something, and you're like, how much is it? And you tell the customer it's so amount, and the person is trying to price it. It's just like you don't want them to patronize you, or you don't want them to even price your goods or your product, and you start giving things like come and carry it now, shebi is you that gave me the money to start it, and things like that. It's very wrong. It's very wrong, because it's normal for somebody to for a client or a customer. That's why they say customers are always right anyways. However, I'm not saying some customers cannot go overboard. You understand?
Right. Now, you said customers are always right. But
so
the thing is that we have always misconstrued that statement, right? Now, I think the full saying goes, customers are always right in matters of taste. Okay. Which means when they taste something, like they eat a particular meal, maybe you go to a restaurant to eat food and you don't like the food, and you complain that the food is bad, stuff like that. So that's because customers always leverage on that. Customers are always right to do things they're not supposed to do.
Yes, that was why I said customers too on their own part.
Yeah.
Some customers go overboard because they feel they have the right,
which they don't have.
You understand? They feel they have the right to actually come at you to tell you some things they shouldn't. But you, as a business owner, that you know that you know how much you have put into your business, you wouldn't want your business to go down because of the way you have spoken to a particular customer. You understand? You need to pamper them actually.
Well,
yes, you need to. You have to. You can't speak to anybody anyhow. Highest, if you guys cannot reach an agreement, everybody walk their separate ways. But impression matters. What kind of impression are you leaving with your client or your customer? Or what kind of impression are you as a customer leaving? You understand?
All right, that's amazing. I mean, so do you think there is still value in carefully curating our words? Like, do you think there's still value in that, especially when emotions are high? Because most people react more when they are probably in a state of anger, state of overjoy, or just when emotions are basically high, right? Or as the need for immediate raw communication overtaking this. So the question says, do you think we should, that there's still a need for carefully curating our words, especially when emotions are high, or should we just allow raw communication, raw speech overtake this?
No, we shouldn't. When it comes to things like this, irrational communication takes over, especially when it comes to anger. Yes, when it comes to anger or anxiety, irrational behavior takes over. Irrational communication takes over. That's when you start hearing things like, this is who I am, you know who I am before you got married to me, especially for couples, things like that. This is the way I talk, I say things the way they are. You understand? But it's not always like no. We need to carefully curate whatever it is we're saying. Like I said, the impression on the people, or on the receiver, sorry. The impression, what kind of impression are you creating? Some are actually, there's a misconception of being blunt and irrational, and being irrational. Some irrational people, some people sound very irrational and they will tell you that they are blunt. You understand? So there's a need for you to be rational even though you are angry. There is a saying in Yoruba that words are like eggs.
Once they fall down,
you can't pack them again. So you don't know how far a statement can go. A statement of 20 years ago is still fresh in some people's memory, and they will give it. They will give it back to you. Like whatever it is you have said that has made such an impression on them or impact in their life, they will refer to it. So you have to be very, very careful because of the kind of impression you are giving or the kind of perception they will start having of you.
Wow. All right, guys. So we're really learning. I mean, I'm learning a lot of things. So we're going to be back shortly. We're going to be taking a short break, and when we come back, continue from where we stop.
Are your financial goals just out of reach? What if you had access to a community that provides strategic investment opportunities in crypto, stocks, and real estate? Welcome to Wealth Gate, where your aspiration of building substantial net worth become achievable. Imagine the power of making informed investment decisions with the backing of expert advice and a supportive network. At Wealthgate, we offer exclusive opportunities to invest in high growth potential assets. Whether it's the latest in crypto, promising stocks, or lucrative real estate, we provide the insights you need to thrive. Step into a future where your investments are working for you, steadily building your net worth. Join a community committed to your financial success and transform your wealth building aspirations into tangible achievements. With Wealthgate, you're not just investing, you're creating a legacy of financial prosperity. Start your journey today and unlock the full potential of your investments. Call the numbers showing on your screen to get started.
Welcome back, guys. This is still your green zone. All right. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the link showing on your screen to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, and share this video to your friends and family so that they can also learn from the things that I am also learning here from our amazing guests today. All right. So we're going to be moving on to the next question. I hope you're not tired, ma. Hope you're
No.
Of course. So, do you, in the workplace, right, does unfiltered communication improve productivity and honesty, or can it sometimes create unnecessary conflicts?
Yes, it can improve productivity and honesty in a business space, because if you're looking for that person to give you a honest feedback, you can count on such people because they are blunt. Yes, because they are blunt. But on the other side, because you're dealing with human beings, if you don't relay whatever it is, even though you're blunt, you need to there's a strategic way of actually putting your words that you will know that, okay, you're being honest, but you're not being rude. You're being honest, but you're not being irrational or going overboard. If not, you'll be tagged as being insubordinate to your bosses or being rude to your colleagues. You understand? In order not to get that kind of misconception or misunderstanding, so it can actually give a it can actually give a productive feel. Yeah, and also the other side.
All right. So we're on the final notes, right? I believe you have already spoken extensively on communication as a whole and how unfiltered communication can affect us in the society and has affected understanding both in the workplace, in relationship, and I mean, you have spoken extensively on a lot of things. So on a final note, where do you think we can find the balance between unfiltered communication and filtered communication, especially during sensitive topics or sensitive discussions?
I would say understanding our differences. Yes, understanding our differences, because like we do say, human beings know they change. You understand? But there is a way we can actually work on ourselves. Yes, I know I'm a blunt person. Yes, I know there are some things, because so many things can actually make someone be like that, right? Like I said, cultural differences. We have past experience, background. You understand? Some people can become an extrovert or an introvert due to what they have experienced, and by the time they start talking, you think, this person doesn't know how to talk. I don't think I can even actually mingle or work with somebody like this. But if you move closer to the person, you will get to know why the person is like that. Like I said, understanding people's differences matters a lot. I talked about perception the other time. You need to understand where this person is coming from. Don't give an impression of who the person is before you even meet the person or before the person speaks, because sometimes as a listener too, you might think what the person is saying is unfiltered. But what if what the person is actually saying is actually right? So to strike a balance between the two, we need to understand people from where they are coming from or who they are. And for the unfiltered people and people that communicate bluntly, let me put it that way, they need to, if there is a special education they need to go for, like they need to learn one or two things, human behaviors and all that. Yes, there is no end to learning. Yeah. So that's my advice.
All right, that's amazing. So guys, you heard from our communication expert here. She has given us practical steps to take to strike a balance between unfiltered communication and edited or filtered communication. So if you're out there and you're another person that says, oh, I am blunt, I say things the way they are, I don't care what anybody thinks, what you should understand is that people don't see things from your perspective, right? So you need to come down to the level of understanding each person's differences or each person's perspective to things, and that is what can help us to ensure that there is proper understanding in society. And on the final note, ensure to listen twice as much as you speak, because they said people that communicate best are those that listen best. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us to the end of this episode. I mean, it has been an amazing time with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to your friends and family and those you feel need to learn from some of the things we have shared here today. Once again, Mr. Walola, thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Welcome.
I mean, it's been an amazing time with you today, and we look forward to having you in subsequent episodes.
The pleasure is mine.
Thank you so much once again. All right, guys, this still remains the Green Zone Podcast Show, and I remain Spec, your amiable host. Bye, guys, and see you guys in the next episode.
Are you ready to break free from financial stress and achieve the life of your dreams?
I am Mayowa Owolabi. I am here to help you unlock the door to your financial freedom.
Imagine having a personalized financial roadmap tailored specifically for you, guiding you every step of the way. At the Money Clinic, you'll receive one-on-one consultations with Mayowa Owolabi, a renowned financial expert dedicated to transforming lives.
Every health has its own peculiarity. Likewise, every financial challenge or any status you have financially has its own approach. So reach out to Money Clinic right now, where your journey to financial freedom begins.
Whether you're struggling with debt, looking to invest, or simply want to create a sustainable financial plan, the Money Clinic is your ultimate solution. We'll work together to identify your goals, overcome obstacles, and build a strategy that works for you. Don't let financial worries hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards financial freedom today. Join Mayowa Owolabi at the Money Clinic and let's make your financial dreams a reality. Spaces are limited, so secure your spot now. Call 090-6193-4347 to get started. The Money Clinic by Mayowa Owolabi is where your financial freedom starts.